Right, we are recording from now on, just checking the levels, they're all right. Right, Nima.
Hiya. Hi, Dave.
We're sitting with the sun setting by a pond in Victoria Park.
It's great.
There's lots of people around us, everyone's relaxing.
Sun's out. You have to come out. You can't stay indoors.
What brought you here? Where did you come from?
I'm from Newham.
Right.
It's right around the corner, not too far from here. I come to Victoria Park quite often, mostly because it's the closest park to me. That's nice. And then, I just saw the sun out and I was like, I can't bed rot when the sun's looking like this. And it's going to rain tomorrow. So I was like,
Oh, is
London,
it?
what? Yeah, exactly. Like, look at this now. And then you're
do you
like,
know what? I didn't even look.
I'm like, it's going to be sunny today. I have to take advantage of it.
Nice.
I have to.
We're still at the time of year when the sun goes down, it's cold.
Yeah.
I think that's it's kind of surprised people the last couple of days. As soon as the sun goes, the warmth goes.
Yeah.
And it makes you realise how important the sun is for us. What have you been thinking about while you've been sitting here and chilling out? You've got a drink,
Yeah.
so you've treated yourself, you've got your headphones, you've got some tunes.
There you go. I think recently I've been thinking, like, I'm doing a lot of people watching, seeing people on their own, people with others, and I'm wondering, like, are other people as maybe lonely as I am? I think I'm wondering, are they here on a solo date, or are they, like, you can be alone, but you can be lonely as well, and I'm like trying to distinguish the two, and I'm like, am I in my head about that? Because I'm alone, but by choice, maybe not. Sometimes it is good to be out on your own, but I think there's definitely a loneliness across the people in London these days, and I'm just trying to figure out how to, like, recently one of my goals is to meet more people, so this is great. Nice to meet Dave. And so
oh, that's good. I fed into what you're working
exactly
at.
That was kind of why I said yes. I was like, you know what,
serendipity.
right.
Exactly.
So I'm just watching people watching.
And it's also interesting what you say about loneliness and being alone, because there is a distinction.
Yeah.
I often think the same thing, exactly the same thing, because for this podcast I go around parks, public spaces, streets, kind of market areas, and I do think, I think sometimes you can spot those very alone people, the people who feel it. I saw an old lady earlier on today, and I caught her eye and I smiled at her, and she went on, she was very elderly, and as I walked away I thought, has she had any human interactions today? Does she live on her own?
Yeah.
She's come into this market area. Does she just want to be around people?
Yeah.
But you can't go up to someone. Well, you could, but generally you don't go up to someone and go, are you lonely? Can I help?
The best way.
Can we chat?
That's what's like navigating, like, how to meet new people, because there's like going up to someone saying, hi, can I be your friend? It's a bit weird sometimes, but I think, like, if I think about it, if somebody came up to me and said that, I would like, come and sit with me, have chat, let's go. But
that's good. So you've got an open heart.
Oh, 100%. But then you think, is everybody else like that? So there's that.
But then there's also that way that we communicate that the whole banter thing, where in a queue in a post office or something, you kind of riff a bit with somebody. And that's kind of breaking the ice and not allowing the silence to sit, but it's also our way of kind of saying hello to a stranger.
Yeah, honestly, I think
talking
even
about the weather, whatever.
Just anything. Like, I was at the bank right now, and before I came here, and there was this elderly lady, and bless her, she just started talking to me about how one of the machines were out of service, and just that little interaction, and like, have a nice day. It was just like, for me and her, I think we needed that little.
It lifts you, doesn't it?
100%. I had a smile when I walked away from the bank, and just talk about an out-of-service machine. So honestly, I think we need to.
And I think there's also that there's that thing with someone who's elderly that they don't have the inhibitions of a younger person. They're past caring, and they just will open a conversation with the younger person, and they'll just go, let me just tell you what I'm thinking about.
The amount of times I've had random conversations at the bus stop, anywhere, honestly. So I think we just have to be more like them and just say, you know what, I'm going to talk to this person and see what comes from it.
Now, what makes you ponder the thing about being alone, or just being on your own, or being lonely, etc., sort of thinking about those things? Do you fear it, and do you wonder, am I lonely or not, or should I be lonely or not? Is there a sort of society thing where you're trying to work out where you're at with it?
Yeah, I think when I look at other people, I'm like, are we on the same page? I think it's something like we might all be going through, but none of us are speaking about it really. And it's like, I'm sitting here at the park and I'm like, I don't know, it's just trying to see if we're all on the same kind of level right now, but it's hard. Yeah.
I think also there's a day by day thing and sometimes an hour by hour thing.
Yeah.
So you could come here and sit here and be completely at peace.
Yeah.
And have a lovely time on your own and go, this is me time.
Yeah. 100%.
And you might come here another day and just sit here thinking, I feel lonely.
Yeah.
I wish someone would come and talk to me. But it's just a different day.
It definitely is. I love a solo date as much as the other person, but there's some days when you're just looking around and you're like, am I missing out on something?
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, I love peace and quiet once in a while, but yeah, you just miss that human connection sometimes.
I think we get. I think sometimes seeing other people having a great time makes us feel good, and sometimes it makes us feel unhappy. I don't know why, but you know when you want to be with a group of friends who are having a great time.
Yeah.
There's this comedian, Billy Connolly, who you may or may not know in Scotland, and he's been on the scene for a long time, and he had this lovely little comment from one of his shows, which was, I will never be as funny as a group of friends having a really good time. And he's a great comedian. He's a legend. But for him, he's kind of right. When you're actually in the zone with your friends and you're barely laughing and you're just having a great, that is the best time. And when you see that, you're like, I want to be there.
100%. I think maybe as well coming from me, like being out of school and like out of work right now as well, you're kind of like not really surrounded by much. So it's like, yeah, you miss those. I think that reminiscent, I'm definitely a nostalgia person, and sometimes it can get to the point where I'm like, Nima, stop, because I'm like,
Are you old enough for nostalgia?
I'm not, but there you go, like...
I don't know, when does nostalgia kick in?
When does it kick in?
So how old are you?
I'm 24.
24.
So am I allowed to be nostalgic yet? But
why not?
Why not? Yeah, I've got stuff to be nostalgic about, and I will have more eventually. So yeah. But I think it can be a bad thing sometimes when I'm stuck in that past and I'm reminiscing too much, where I'm like not now making new memories, and so
yeah. I know what you're saying. I mean, the interesting thing about our imagination, the way our brains work, is we can find comfort spaces when we need to. We can think about the good times. We can think with the nostalgia. But also we do need new stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe that interaction with that lady at the bank today, in its very little way, goes in, stays.
Just those little ones,
gives you a little bit of more, just another reassurance that talking to strangers and people are generally nice. Any kind of positive interaction I find with a stranger just kind of buoys me a bit.
100%, yeah. Just that little bit of dopamine, I guess, that kick, you need it. Yeah.
I really like the phrase you used earlier. Solo dates. I'm unfamiliar with that, but what a nice thing. So when you just go out and you're like, this is for me.
You've got to romanticize your life, honestly, and just think. I
love that.
I said I'm just going alone to the park. I'm like solo date. I'm going to the cafe alone. I think that's one thing like our generation kind of are like pushing, is like it's okay to go out on your own. I promise you. Early on, like going to certain places is still a bit hard. Like I'm not gonna go out and eat in a restaurant on my own yet.
Yeah. Do you know what? I find that really difficult.
Yeah.
I find that. I'm not comfortable doing that.
No, but you should be. That's why like parks are like a neutral ground. Cafes, people aren't looking at you. But I guess nobody's looking at you in a restaurant either. It's just our head telling us.
I just think the fork scraping on the plate.
Or them taking the other plate away and I'm like,
have you finished?
There's baby steps. I don't think I'm anywhere near going to a restaurant on my own. But no, I have in like when you're abroad. But like when you're abroad, you're a different person. It's so it's fine. Nobody cares. I'll never see these people tomorrow.
It is interesting the way that when you're abroad, you can be whoever you want.
You are literally another
You can be
person.
quite eccentric abroad,
exactly.
And nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I will never see these people again.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. And they can't judge me.
They can't judge
the way that my own people could judge me in my own culture. So when you use the phrase "my generation," where do you put yourself in your "my generation"? Are you talking 20s? Are you talking early 20s? How would you define it?
I guess early 20s, Gen Z, just that broad category. I think when you see online our presence, we're more just like who cares kind of vibe. Like, but you can also see like the narrative. They're pushing solo dates, but we also are a generation of like loneliness going on, because we haven't got these third spaces and communities where we can build friendships. But so
is it in terms of like identity? Does it give you a strength? I was talking to a gentleman earlier on in Newham, and he was talking about he's lived in Newham all his life, and although he's not into the whole identity thing, he was like, Newham is my identity.
Yeah.
I've been here all my life. For your identity at your age and stage, is the age thing quite it's not a physical thing of where you come from, it's more an age thing of who you're part of. Is that it?
I think if I was like, my identity does definitely come from more age, because I'm from Newham, but I wouldn't really, and I was born and raised there, but I wouldn't say that's my identity, which is weird. But more
you wouldn't put a postcode to yourself.
No.
You wouldn't go, I'm E3.
No, not really. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think my age is more like, I'm 24, and that's enough. That's like, oh, I get that. That means this and that and that. So that comes with like stipulations from being that age. Like, you're 24. That means you like this, you do that. So my postcode on mine isn't really identity. No, I wouldn't say so.
What is a non-solo date? So if you go out with your friends, what is a going out thing? Is it going out for food? Is it going to the park? What are the things you really enjoy doing with your mates?
There's definitely a difference with solo dates and group dates. I mostly go out to eat with my friends. Like I said, so you don't eat on your own, which is a shame, because when I go on my solo dates, I'm going home hungry, or I'm always taking something home to eat, which is like, so definitely going out to eat. I like pottery. We do pottery sometimes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where do you do that? Do you do the like inner pottery?
Inner pottery, like
a ceramics place?
Yeah. There's a lot popping up nowadays. I think most of the time we go out to eat. A lot of the time.
Food, pottery. Well, that sounds very wholesome.
I can think of so many solo dates though, because it's like things where you can do it in like cinemas. I go to the cinema a lot.
Okay.
But that's because it's like I'm in a dark room on my own. Nobody's really questioning me being here on my own.
And also you're there to watch a film. The point is you're supposed to tune into the film.
Nobody's supposed to be here talking and having a chat. So tune into your film. Don't worry about me sitting in the corner on my own. The park, a lot of people come here a lot on their own. I think that's pretty much. I'm trying to find more. Like I like doing solo dates a lot, but there aren't many things I can do on my own, and I'm trying to figure that out. Whenever I'm like online, like solo dates, it's always the same, like park, cinema. Those like very like by yourself things, and it's like I want to do a solo date and maybe find somebody, not necessarily the goal, but it has a community to it. Still.
Do you search out? I mean, I see sometimes on social media there are kind of social clubs popping up where it's kind of like come and meet and come and hear a talk in a pub, or come and take part in this thing where everyone doesn't know each other. So there's kind
they
of
are popping up
things happening like that.
I think most of them are like exercise based, and I'm not much like the run clubs are such a big thing, and I'm like I tried it once and I was like.
But also, how can you run and talk?
It's a conversational pace apparently, but
my goodness.
I could not speak for the
That's
life
walking.
of me. Exactly. No, but there are walking clubs as well. There are clubs, but I think they're more like hiking clubs, and I'm like, they're not much for me. But I think maybe I should give it a go. But
Now, what about the thing about pushing your boundaries a bit? There are schools of thought, or there are sayings where you hear people go, it's good to be uncomfortable. Do something you're not sure about. Go a bit further, because doing that, you're learning, you're pushing outside of just what you can do. Do you ever have that feeling of like, I should push beyond?
100%. I think in the moment I might feel uncomfortable, but I've had like instances like the run club example. I can't run to save my life, but I still went. I was super uncomfortable going there, but in the moment it was great. I met a few girls that were great, but I left feeling so relieved that I went. So go be uncomfortable for a short amount of time, because in the end the results are great. I had a great time.
So you had a good time?
I had a great time.
You're not
Other than my knee being messed up completely, because I'm not a runner.
Sorry.
That was fine. I met some great girls at the time.
Yeah, so it served a purpose.
And
and you took some positives out of it. You might not repeat it, but you're like, I did that and I feel good that I did it.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier on something about, there's certain things I can and can't do on my solo dates.
Yeah.
Now, what are the parameters that you see for yourself? And are those parameters to do with you being a young woman and going into places on your own as a young woman, or is it not that?
I don't think it's necessarily the woman thing. I think it's more like if I walk in on my own, are people questioning that? Because other people normally come with other people.
Yeah.
So it's more like that, I think. Yeah. And also being a Muslim hijabi, there's spaces where I'm going to be the only one, and that can also push me from not doing that activity.
Right, so wearing the headscarf, you're quite conscious sometimes of
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm kind of representing,
Oh, 100%.
but I don't
yeah.
really want to.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I'm like, can I just go in and have a good time, or am I going to be like the only hijabi and I'm going to now be representation, which I'm fine, because sometimes when I go into places and I'm the only hijabi, I get the questions, and I'm so happy to answer questions about my faith.
Yeah.
But I'm just here for the club or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not here to teach, but it's like, I'm okay with it, but don't always have to be, yeah.
There must be times when you don't want to represent.
Of course, yeah, definitely not.
When you're just like, oh,
Exactly. And also
do I have to? Just because of how I
Yeah.
look, do I have to explain? And also, do I have to be who everyone thinks I am?
I was going to say, I'm not the spokesperson, I'm not the best representation, I'm just a girl in my 20s who's literally trying to figure out my life, but I'm now being pushed into this narrative where I'm like, I'm not perfect by any means because I wear the headscarf, but I think people think that, oh, you wear the hijab, that equates to perfection in our religion, but it's not. We're all
Oh,
trying to
that's
figure it.
interesting. I didn't know that. So is that
Yeah.
one of the sort of representations of the headscarf, that it is representing a
Yeah.
kind of purity or a
Oh,
something?
100%. I think a lot of people see a Muslim girl wearing a headscarf and thinking like she's got it all. She like in terms of her religion, like she's perfect. She probably prays all 5 times a day.
Yeah.
She does everything her religion says. But
Yeah.
in reality, like we're all just figuring it out day by day. So, and
Yeah.
I think also there's that now. You see me wearing the headscarf, so I'm now like a prude, or I don't want to have fun and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm here for a good time, guys. I don't know about
I could be a rebel.
Exactly, and but me being the rebel doesn't equate to now every Muslim girl being like that, or the
Yeah.
religion now being flawed. I might do something that isn't meant to be done, but that's not a reflection of my faith. So I think there's that, going to new places, being now the representation.
Yeah, and we also all have those days when you don't want to be seen.
Yeah.
You know, you just want to blend.
Yeah, it's hard blending in the hijab. Black wearing a hijab is like, I'm sticking out like a sore thumb. But yeah, I think it's all because every aspect of my life, like when I've gone to work and when I'm in school, there's always these questions, and I'm like, where is there a space where I can just be Nima instead of all these parts of my life, my other like intersections? But it's like, that's just not only me. It's a part of me, and I'm happy to discuss it, but let's not discuss it right now.
Yeah. Do you sometimes, just for the sake of ease, do you sometimes go to more areas or more streets of town where more people wear the headscarf and look like you?
100%. I think there's a lot of
'Cause it's just more relaxing.
Exactly. Like most of the things I go to, these third spaces, they are Muslim hijabi friendly, and they've either been made by hijabis, and it just makes it like, that's not who I am. I'm here as just a girl. Yes, we're all wearing the hijab, and that's it. Yeah. Also, I guess that safetyness as well, because we never know. Being a hijabi, there's always that danger of it, and like sometimes you get the weird people that might make you uncomfortable.
Well, as in like a bad interaction, simply because you're wearing a headscarf.
Exactly that. So it's like, should I just now put myself in a space where I won't even have to deal with that as a possibility? So I guess, yeah, I do spend a lot of time around other hijabis, yeah.
And when you've had those bad interactions, does it stick? And do you have a little compartment of your when you're in a public space? Do you always have a little weather eye out for that? Is that one of the annoyances?
Yeah.
That if you've had 1 or 2 bad interactions, you're like, it could happen again, let me just keep an eye out?
Sadly, it's going to be in the back of my head, but I think growing up in London, I would say I'm blessed compared to hijabis or Muslim people all around the world, because I grew up in a school with majority Muslim people, and my faith has just always been around me, so it's never been an issue. But growing up now, going to work, going into other spaces, you do have bad interactions, and they do stick with you sometimes, but I honestly try not to like now cross off a whole group of people because I've had a bad interaction with one person. So yeah, I think it is a lingering thing in the back of your head, sadly.
You mentioned work. What kind of work are you in?
Right now I'm a barista, so while studying.
Nice.
Like a great flat white.
Well, that is a skill for life.
Yeah. I wish I had a coffee machine at home so I could just be always making at home.
But one of those big machines
Exactly.
which does the steaming and everything.
I can't wait to have one. But then while you're working as a barista, the last thing you want to do is go home and make a coffee. Like
course.
my siblings are like, can I have a coffee in the morning? I'm like, no, you cannot.
Oh, you come to my place of work and pay for it.
Exactly. But yeah, so working in these places, like you're meeting new people, different people, so you do get questions, people that I've never met a hijabi before, and I'm like, wow. But I'm from London, so I'm like, how is that possible? But
Yeah, get with the program.
get with the program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there must be, but yeah, especially when you're in your place of work doing your job, and you're just like, that's not what we're talking about. We're
Do you
talking
want
about
to know
coffee.
about the coffee? I can tell you about the coffee, but yeah, no. But then that's what I'm like, I can't be too harsh because genuinely people haven't met a lot of Muslim people from wherever they're from, and I'm like, gotta give them the grace of it. But sometimes it's like the most ridiculous questions. I had one colleague ask me if I showered with my headscarf.
Oh my goodness, a colleague.
A colleague of mine. Oh, the
Oh my
colleagues are maybe
goodness.
worse than like the customers.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm making my latte art, and I'm like,
What?
do you wear the head? I'm like,
Are you are you in brackets an idiot?
exactly. Well, like I'm like, do I even answer this kind of question? It's like,
do I give it time or do I just brush it off?
exactly, but yeah, and then I'm like, Nima, come on, representation again. I'm like,
oh god.
probably first Muslim, first black person. Like, I've just got to, give a good answer because I'm the face of the bloody people. So yeah, that's what.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Let's talk coffee.
Yes.
Why are you a barista?
I love being a barista.
Oh,
honestly,
tell me
yeah.
about it.
I've worked like retail, I've worked the restaurants and everything, but barista jobs are my favorite kind of job. I think having regular customers is my favorite thing,
Oh,
and
that's
maybe
nice.
that's because of that interaction I need.
It's
And
kind of almost like a little community thing.
yeah, I had
Nice.
the best regular customers ever. Honestly,
Oh, fantastic.
they were amazing. Like just knowing them by name. There was one that had a baby, and whenever she'd bring in, hands it off to me straight away, and I'm like, I've got to make coffees, but it's fine. I'll hold the baby. And
Lovely.
literally, and they're just great. Like they want to know about you. You get terrible customers. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but the regulars are what make it just that 10 times better. Knowing their drinks, I'm the best at remembering drinks
Oh,
names.
that's a super skill.
I'm amazing, honestly. They'll be like, how do you remember? And I'm like, I just do, sorry. But yeah, being a barista, like I like coffee. Not personally, I actually hate coffee. Can you believe that?
No way.
I hate drinking coffee, yeah.
So the smell doesn't put you off? Because I would have
No.
thought, because the smell of coffee is such a delicious smell for
Oh.
coffee drinks. Oh my goodness.
I like the smell. I like
Yeah.
when I have to like set up the whole machine and everything. I have to taste the espresso, and
Oh, okay.
I spit it out every time because
No
I hate
way.
it. I can't.
That is really
I
not
know,
liking.
but like I know what's good though. But it's not. I think it's because I don't need coffee as well, and maybe I could drink it for the taste-ish. But I'm just like, I'm alright. Maybe don't get addicted to it because I have an addictive personality with like foods and drinks. So I'm like, if I get into it, it's over for me. So
And
yeah,
it's an expensive habit.
it's an
I speak as a coffee drinker.
But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a
yeah.
matcha drinker, and that's like £5-6.
Oh.
I spent £7.50 on one yesterday,
Where?
and one by Olympic Park.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I was like,
oh my
looking, I
goodness.
was like-
What's in it? Gold leaf?
Honestly, and then it's terrible because I think matcha is becoming like a huge craze now.
So it is, and I've never been entirely clear what it is. What is it? Is it?
It's
is it?
green tea.
So it's
Yeah.
green.
I hope I'm not getting it wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's green tea.
Right.
Powdered green tea.
Right, and it comes from Latin America, or it comes from a different part
Japan.
of the world? Japan.
Yeah, mhm.
Okay, so they are the origin
They
of
are
matcha.
the origin, if I'm correct.
And now everyone's going, this is a healthy thing. And
I
it's a
don't
cool
know if it's
thing.
healthy, really. I think as well, I've heard people say that it actually is terrible for people with iron deficiencies because it lowers your iron. So
Okay.
and Somalis actually have very bad iron levels. So we're like, we need to stop drinking it.
Why?
but
Why
we
do you have
love
bad
it.
iron
I
levels?
don't know why. It's a thing in our community. I genuinely think every
Interesting.
Somali girl has an iron deficiency.
Okay.
And we still love matcha. I think we might be like the biggest matcha drinkers, and it's terrible. But yeah, so then exactly like matcha is becoming a huge craze, and then not everybody does it good. So I've gone and spent £7 for it not to be good. I'm fuming.
Oh, that's the worst.
And because I also make matcha as well, I'm like, I could have made this at home. But then you want to be
Yeah.
out and about and just buy a drink. It's not.
You mentioned your siblings earlier. Would you make a matcha for your siblings?
Oh,
Is
all
it
the
something
time.
for kids?
Yeah. Oh no, not for kids. I wouldn't recommend it for kids. All of my siblings are quite old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you at the bottom or the top?
I'm number 6
Out
out of
of-
7. Yeah.
Oh, that's close. That's close to the best place.
Oh, is it?
I'm the last. I'm the last. I'm the last born.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm the last girl, if that makes it any better.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I've got privileges for
Yeah,
that.
well, that's good. So
Yeah, I get orders like I'm in the bloody shop and I'm like, guys, take a minute. And I do like making it, honestly, yeah, for them. So it's not.
So with 7 of you, do you have to compete at the meal times?
We're all quite old, like we're ranging from like, I don't want to say old, but we're all like grown. The oldest is 36.
Got you.
Yeah, and then the youngest is 22. So we're not all at home as well. So we're all making.
But when you were younger,
when we were younger,
surely it was kind of like, if you don't take for yourself, nobody's going to give it.
There's sometimes it's still like that because I'm still at home with a few of the boys, and the boys. My mum's like, quickly take the food, or there's gonna be none left.
She says to you because she knows.
Yeah, she knows, and I'm like, oh, I'll eat it later, mum, because I'm like, no, I'm not. I eat quite late in the day, so she's like, it's gonna be gone. I'm telling you now, don't complain to me.
Do you know what? That's good. Your mum is looking out for you.
Oh, bless her. Yeah, she'll leave me a plate sometimes, but I'm like, it's fine, just leave it. I'll eat it later. And then I'm like, where is the food? She's like, I told you.
Do you know what? I've got a friend who's one of 10.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
She comes from the west of England, and her family ran a pub, and she used to work in the kitchen.
Oh.
But her brothers used to just raid the kitchen, and then she would start the working day, and half the ingredients are gone.
Oh God. Yeah, no.
And she's like, it was impossible.
Having boys, it's either the fridge is empty and the cupboards are empty. It's just you gotta fight for yourself. Honestly, it's every man for themselves.
And every woman.
Exactly. So growing up with a lot of siblings, it has its perks, but it also.
So, in terms of the siblings, are they all still in the area? Do you meet up? Do you have a family thing where you meet up every weekend? Is it that kind of regular? How does your family work?
There's obviously a few of us at home still, so the ones at home, we all see each other on the regular. The ones that have moved out, not really, honestly. I think that's something that I wish I had more of a close-knit family. So, yeah.
How do you keep up with all of them? Do you have like one WhatsApp group for all the siblings, or do you have individual chats with each sibling kind of thing?
Individual chats, yeah. Coming from a big family as well, I don't know if this is like a misconception that we're all just friends and we all like each other, but like
there are fallings out.
There's fallings out, and then that means there's no group chats because this person isn't talking to this person.
Oh,
so I've now got to speak to them on separate chats. So yeah.
Are you a peacemaker?
Oh.
Or a peace breaker?
Oh, I'm a peacemaker, but I'm also like I'm not getting involved because I'm one of the youngest. So I'm like, this is not territory that I'm meant to be in. Like, I don't think it's my role. I'm like,
well, that's nice that you can step out.
Oh yeah.
Because I can imagine some situations when you're not allowed to step out, and you're like, you're part of this too.
Yeah.
Don't try and pretend you're not part of this.
Oh, if I'm part of it, I'm in it. They're not letting me out.
Yeah.
They might even put the blame on me.
Mm-hmm.
But most because I'm younger, I think they don't want my input sometimes. It's like you're still a baby in my head, so like don't. Yeah, so
I think there's a thing about age in families, and I've got it in my family. You know, we're now all in our 50s, me and my brothers, but we still have the hierarchy. The eldest, the second eldest, the third eldest.
Life.
Yeah, it's for life. It's for life. The one who's below you, the youngest, your little brother.
Yeah.
Do you kind of look after him?
Yeah.
Because he's the youngest.
We're definitely closer as well because the others are all. There's like a 6-year gap between the one above me.
Got ya.
So we've got that little closeness.
So it's you two at the bottom.
Us two at the bottom fighting for our lives.
Yeah.
Although he eats basically the whole fridge, so him and him.
Goodness.
Sometimes we're getting in a little tiff of our food, but we're definitely closer because of our age. Yeah.
And who is the naughtiest of you and him in terms of like getting away with stuff?
I have to say me. Yeah.
You're the brains. I bet you're the brains.
I am 100%. Most of the time, if I am doing something wrong, I'm getting away with it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think I've got something about me. I can get out of a situation. But him, if he does something, it's done for him. You're getting it. But now, I guess because we're older, we're not as naughty. I'm still sometimes, and because we're all in the house, not the few of us still in the house, me and him, we kind of butt heads a little bit, but we're.
Do you know, it's one of the things about getting older, and to me, you're not old. You're a very young person to me, because I'm like 3 decades older than you. But there is that slightly sad thing when you get
Yeah.
older, you get more serious,
Mhm.
and you stop being so cheeky
Yeah.
and messing around and just being frivolous.
Yeah.
Because you have to be serious about life.
Yeah, because it's like if I'm being a bit cheeky and I'm like, wait, I'm 24, I can't be doing this, but I'm like, it's my siblings. We should still have that little. That's maybe the only place where I can still be like that, like a bit naughty, a bit cheeky. Because guess what? Like I've been raised with these people. They are probably gonna see me still as their little girl. So if I did this at my workplace, I think they would be like, Nima. I am a bit cheeky at work as well, but I think they'd be like, that's a bit much. You are at work, but yeah, I think we should be allowed to be a bit naughty sometimes, especially with our siblings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also be a bit playful. So
Yeah.
I've got a 5-year-old daughter,
Oh, nice.
and she allows me to be foolish.
Yeah,
Like, I sing with her when we're walking down the street.
Oh, I love that.
But if I was on my own, people would think I was mad. So a small kid allows you
Yeah.
to be silly
Yeah,
and enjoy your life and be playful. She gives me license to do that, and that's what I love. It's kind of it is an automatic thing that you kind of tune in to being
Yeah.
a kid again,
I love
which
that.
is lovely.
No, I'm sure you definitely get your youthfulness back when you have that kid. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
It's like I can do it because I'm doing it with my kid. I'm
Yes.
not gonna let her do it on her own.
Yeah.
But
And you can talk about poo for ages because that's what she wants to talk about.
exactly. But secretly, I want to talk about it as well.
But as an adult, you're like,
No.
why are we talking about this?
Exactly. When you were talking about like singing down the street, I've been like realizing like when I'm walking home in my headphones in the evening, I do sing out loud, because I'm like it's
Oh,
dark.
nice.
But that's only because it's dark. But I'm like, why can't I do it anytime? I'm like suppressing myself, singing in my head now when I literally want to just. I'm not talking about belting out loud, but I just want to do a little hum here. Let me sing.
Yeah.
So it's sad that I've got to be like wait until it's pitch black in the dark.
So there's this thing that I think you spontaneously sing or whistle or produce music when you're happy.
Yeah.
It is a connected thing. You just suddenly find yourself singing. You're like, oh, I'm in a good mood.
Yeah.
I'm in a good mood. And this is the sign.
And I'm in a good mood, but I've got to suppress it. It's a shame because it's like I feel great right now. Let me release that, but now holding it back feels kind of like feels like I'm not releasing that happiness a little bit.
On the happiness issue,
Yes.
do you reckon you've got the right amount of happiness going on in your life? Do you have a similar kind of conversation with yourself as you do about being alone or being lonely, etc.? Is happy? Do you sometimes wonder about happiness, or do you just not?
I definitely think about it quite often, and I speak about this with my friends as well. And I'm like, are we happy? And I think as well because it's not happy every day. It's quite like off and on. It's like, are we ever going to get to a point in the future where we're just constantly happy? And I'm like, is that supposed to be how it is? Or are we going to have days where we're not happy? And we are. But I genuinely yearn for that, just always constantly being happy. But I'm like, is that not realistic?
Yeah, is it possible?
Is it possible?
Do you have friends who are happier than other friends? Let's put it like that. Like, there are some people just tuned that way, would you say, from your experience?
Definitely. And I'm like, what are you on? Because
Yeah.
I'm like, how is it possible that you are always happy? And I'm like, I'm sure there's like days where you might be like sad because things are happening, but I think they genuinely have a great happiness baseline. And I'm like, I need that.
Yeah, and we are all drawn to people who are happy. We're
Yeah.
all drawn to our friends who are cheerful, who look on the sunny side.
Yeah.
Because they're just good company.
Great company, and then it's
And they
like
lift you.
infectious. Exactly.
Yeah, they lift
And then you feel great after hanging out with them, and you're like, oh. But then it's like as soon as I'm not with them, I'm like back to my I'm not as happy as I should be kind of state. And it's like, I guess maybe that's why we need to do things that bring out that happiness. I think there's a lot of bed rotting in my life, and I think I'm like, how do I expect to be happy when I'm just in bed all the time and I'm doing the doom scrolling on TikTok?
Yeah.
There's no way I can be happy when I'm just doing these kind of things on a daily basis.
There's that strange thing where you're just wasting time.
Yeah.
Like you say, doom scrolling, sitting around on your own. You know it's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah,
you know
well-
you should be doing other things, but you just scroll on.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I can't. I mean, when I was younger, before the whole mobile phone thing, because I come from the analog age, it was like watching late night TV. You
Yeah.
just sit there watching late night TV, and this is rubbish. I don't know why I'm doing this, but
Yeah.
I'll just continue doing it. So sometimes it's hard to just do the right thing.
Yeah. it's hard to switch off, and it's like I am getting a little bit of dopamine, I guess, from scrolling, because I wouldn't do it if I wasn't. But I guess it is also easy to just scroll and scroll continuously instead of going out and doing something and figuring out a plan for the day and getting ready as well. It's just all like feels like too much when doing all of these TikTok and watching binging a series. It's easy. That's the thing.
It's easy, but at the end of it, you kind of feel a bit empty.
You feel terrible after. You feel a bit shitty, and it's
a bit like eating fast food.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
It fills the space, and then about after 20 minutes, you're like,
I'm telling you, I regret it every time, honestly. But I just still go back. I've deleted the apps though. I've deleted Deliveroo. I've deleted Uber Eats. None of them.
Oh, well, that's good. You're taking steps.
I'm quite good, but then now I'm going out more and trying to do these solo dates. And I told you I don't eat on these solo dates because I would go to cafes and I get a bloody croissant, but that's not enough. And then at the end of the day, I'm getting takeaways, and I'm like, So going out, it's not always great sometimes. Sadly.
But today, you made the point of coming to the park. You've sat here. You're on your solo date. The sun is just setting over there.
It's really nice.
It's a lovely. Everyone's feeling the buzz today.
I mean, everyone.
Have you noticed that everyone's walking slower?
No, it's actually
no
great.
one's rushing.
Yeah, I love it. Especially us Londoners. Slow down. I need it. Yeah.
So is this a happiness moment?
I am feeling happy 100%, and I've had a great conversation with you as well. And I've noticed as well, going out and just having these little moments to myself, even though I want the community and everything, I'm still getting happiness out of it. I'm happy I left the house. I'm happy I did something for myself. I'm happy, a little bit better.
And looking to the future, Nima.
Yes.
In terms of where you're at now, the phase you're at, and the phase you're going towards, and the phase you come from.
Yeah.
How's your balance at the moment? Do you know where you're going? Do you have an idea? Are you just waiting for something to happen, or are you pretty happy where you are?
I think 2026, or every single year, the January starts, I do the vision board, and I think...
Okay, so you're quite good at this.
I'm quite good, but I never stick to it. That's the issue. My vision board ends up collecting dust, and I end up not doing anything that I told myself I'd do this in the year. But 2026 kind of feels different, which is weird. I know, and it's like I think the same thing, but like so far 3 months in, I've gone out a lot more compared to what I did last year. I've been journaling. Trying to do a lot more. I think I'm not gonna just wait because I think it won't happen. I think I actively need to go out and do the things that I want. If I want these friends and I want the community, I have to go actively seeking that. Everything in life, I need to kind of push myself to it. So nothing's gonna come to me in my bedroom.
So you are pushing yourself a bit more this year, 100%. and you're conscious of that.
Yeah.
And that's because you've come to the realization that only you can do it.
Oh, literally, yeah. I think I'm thinking about all these things that have happened in my past and my life, and I'm like, none of that's all gonna be true in the end of the day, but what am I gonna do to kind of push away from that and grow and do the life that I want? I have so many goals I want in this life, and I'm like, none of that's gonna happen while I'm sitting at home, not doing anything to it. So yeah, I don't want to live a life of regret. I'm really trying to, that's kind of my thing, 2026. Just do everything I want to, and just know, even I tried, that's it. Even if it doesn't come, no goals kind of happen from it, I tried, and that's all. No regrets, basically, yeah.